Hello, everyone. Welcome to another show here with the RaidCall EMS 1 CSGO Fall 2013 group stages. And we are finally in the final day. Group D here coming up at you very soon. But before we get to that, let me introduce you to lovely co-caster, fantastic co-caster, Pansy.
That's very nice
Lovely,
of you. You
fantastic.
weren't saying something as nice before we went live, but
Well, of course not.
nice of him to turn it around. Yeah, obviously we are getting into the last group today, and this is the group of death that everyone has been wanting to watch. Now, I thought Group C was going to be the one that caused all the upsets, and we kind of did have a few of them. Don't get me wrong. Party Daddlers knocking out Astana Dragons, that was huge. But this group, no one can predict that top two. Like, literally, every person we've asked, different results. Everyone going, no, these guys have got it. Look at their recent performances. No, they've got this change coming in. I'm like, okay, guys, good luck predicting that one, because every single team can get into that top two here. There's always been like that clear-cut top three, maybe top two in the other groups. This one, it's all over the place.
I think based on just standings in the throughout the entire season through the 4 cups, they're actually the closest among all the groups too. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the groups that we've had coming up throughout these past 2 weeks. As you can see, from Group A, very games, qualifying, as well as ESC. Very well done by both of them. ESC actually pulled out some really good plays. They really stepped up, and that's what we wanted to see out of them in that group. And then, of course, Group B, we had NIP, Fnatic. Though Fnatic, they didn't look as strong in the beginning. They finally came through, and they rose to the occasion here.
Yeah, indeed. And I've got to say, ESC worried me because their team, as you mentioned, has those on and off days where sometimes they're not quite there. And especially with ENCE Esports in that group, there was a danger in that one. The ENCE could have stepped up to that point, but didn't happen. As you mentioned, ESC nailed it. NIP and Fnatic stormed it pretty much. Can't say a bad word about them. Refuse played well. LDLC, a little bit disappointing for me personally. Didn't quite have the results I feel they could have gotten. But then again, Kenny S, new addition to that lineup. Obviously, he was in the old team, but things changed. He's been out of it for a while. He played well as an individual, but they lacked that team cohesion that I feel LDLC need to get back. But moving on to Group C, which obviously was yesterday's, Copenhagen Wolves and Party Daddlers. Now, that was the upset for me, seeing Party Daddlers get there. I predicted they could do it, but little did I think they'd actually beat Astana Dragons of all people together. And Team Solemn did well anyway. I can't say anything bad about them, but in my eyes, it was all Party Daddlers. And today's group is just so damn hard to even predict anything towards. I think Group C was the one where we could go, well, there could be something going on here. There could be that upset. Party Daddlers had the previous results. They had a great track history against very good teams. But this group today, it's ridiculous. It's like there's no way you can define it. You can't go, well, look at these results. They've had back and forth results the whole way. And I can't wait to see them going head-to-head here.
And of course, we have all these big names in this group, as we can pull that up on the screen, just show you what teams will be playing throughout today. I mean, you have teams like Na'Vi, Western Wolves, and Faculty, Alternate coming up. Just so many good games. I agree with you 100%. I have no idea who is possibly going to get through here today.
It is so hard to predict these guys. That's the thing, because, okay, on paper, let's just say Na'Vi and Western Wolves should be that top two, right? That's in theory.
Yeah, right.
But then again, you look at Faculty and Team Alternate, they've both been getting very good results. Faculty ended in 9th, Team Alternate in 14th, but Alternate get these great results on specific maps. Dust 2 being one of them, which will be the one being played today. But take us through the format of what we're going to be seeing here if people are just tuning in to the final bit of the group stages.
Okay, it's gonna take a second, and bear with me because it's a little bit confusing, but in the end it works out. So we have check marks and we have X marks. All you need is 2 check marks to pull out into the offline playoffs. And to get each one of those, you need to pick up a win. So we'll have those 2 matches going on simultaneously, and obviously the first one coming up with Na'Vi versus Team Alternate, and then Western Wolves versus Faculty. Winner of those 2 games will actually play against each other in the next game, and winner of that will go on into the offline playoffs. The loser of that game goes on to play against the winner of the 2 losers from the first game today, and then we'll finally have that last team coming through the group stages to join the other 6 that are currently through there. So it's a little bit confusing, but bear with us. We'll keep showing you this little graphic throughout today just to kind of keep you guys up to date with what's happening. And right now, Dust 2, Team Alternate, Na'Vi, like you said, Alternate, like they do surprisingly well in Dust 2, and I'm really curious to see what is going to happen today.
I'll take you guys through that stat when we get into the game, but let's go through the lineups here, because we've got Senya, Starix, Zeus, Kabakan, and Seized for Na'Vi. Now, obviously, with the new additions, they're kind of finding their feet at the moment. They've had some great results, but they're still lacking that kind of cohesion that they may have had before, but they still had slightly disappointing results at times within the old Na'Vi. So it's an improvement, let's just say, for now. And Team Alternate, if you're German, you guys are going to know these people. It's Asmo, Felix, Crystal, Rack, and Solek. Now, head-to-head, it's got to be Na'Vi on paper. They've got the better results. They've, done a little bit better overall. They've got that history there. They've got some classic players. But then you look at Dust 2. Now, this is why I wanted to pick this match, because head-to-head, they aren't that close on paper. But then you put Dust 2 into the mix. Team Alternate and Na'Vi, last time they faced off, I think it was like a 16-14 result. It was in favor to Na'Vi with that new lineup, but that was in their honeymoon period. So it's still a little bit close for comfort between these guys. So I think they're just about ready to get the knives underway. So let's jump into that one. And so you don't miss a thing, because obviously Dust 2 side does matter a little bit. Obviously it can come down to personal preference as well. But let's start taking you through those stats as to why I picked this game specifically. So Alternate, the German side that will be facing off against Na'Vi here, have had some great results on this map extremely recently. Not only did they beat Very Games 16-13 in the SLTV games, they also took down the Silent Dragon 16-14. This is their strength here. Na'Vi, on the other hand, they lost to Party Dallas recently, but they did beat Copenhagen Wolves, so it's very hard to predict them. They have their on and off days. If today's one of their off days, Team Alternate certainly can pick up this game here.
Yeah, and the thing is, this is the first one of the day. This is a game that you want to be able to pick up just to have that double elimination factor come in where you can lose the next one and still end up getting through either way. But it's going to be tough for both these teams. And, right now, looking at both these lineups, because I'm seeing Rack right now, and he was actually going to be subbing yesterday, but unfortunately, we did have, it was Legija actually play that in the end.
I think he was a good addition. He did work.
Yeah, I think they were pretty happy with that. Who knows what happened if that did end up having the swap come in, but with these two lives, it looks like Na'Vi will be taking the CT side here, and Alternate will be taking the T side. And looking at both lineups, I'm just thinking to myself, who is going to be the big guy to step up? And I want to say Asmo always for Alternate, because he's always that kind of player to me.
Yeah.
But on Na'Vi's side, this is the danger of them. I think every single one of them can be a star player at any given time. It just depends if they show up.
Yeah, exactly. Last time they faced off head-to-head in the SLTV series, it was Felix in that 16-14 result that actually ended in Alternate not getting the victory, being that top-tier player. But let's find out, because we are live into the first pistol round. Action going down on long, but look at the mid-push, splitting through those double doors. Two up towards short. Zeus is trying to get some connections, but Solix has already pushed through. He's not getting the shots he wanted. He finally takes down Seized, but in the meantime, Kabakan did take down Rack. But Crystal holding that push along, almost fluffing the shot onto Zeus there, calms down, gets it in the bag. And all in the while that's happening, Bomb is down, amplified by B. The T-side got in quickly, and they've got it done. So now Solek trying to fend off Starix at those double doors. He's taking him down. Now just Senya stands in a 1v4. And I've got to say it, Team Alternate flying off to a great start.
Yeah, fantastic start. You saw them kind of spread out a little bit. Then that rush through double doors completely caught Na'Vi off guard. And then, of course, having Crystal just sit there towards long A, catch the rotate. I mean, he almost, like you said, almost messed it up right there, but did stay calm, stay cool, and ended up picking that one up. And that's a great start for them. If they can keep this pace up, if they can keep Na'Vi on the back foot, we might see Alternate win this first game of the day and go against the winners of Western Wolves and in Faculty here. But as we can see, it is going to be an eco run here for Na'Vi. We do have a couple P250s picked up. And as you see, Solok trying to push Catwalk. They decide to back away since there was a 3-man stack. There's currently 4 at A for Na'Vi. But just as I say that, they're starting to rotate 3 over towards the middle here, while the rest of Alternate actually pushing towards long A. I mean, they have the guns, they have the range, so why not use that? And not to mention, they don't know this, but Na'Vi now has 4 over at this B side, and they're going to get this A side for pretty much free here. You see Starix try as well as he can here to defend against this push, but he's not going to survive that long, as Asma was able to pick him off. Now with the 4 rotate members of Na'Vi, one coming through CT spawn is Senya sitting there. 3 coming towards Catwalk, but Felix, he's looking right here, down towards middle, looking for a couple of kills, and he just gets taken down before he picks up anyone. C's down to 2 HP though, and they are able to pick up this gun, but it looks like they're going to try to save it here. I'm not sure if Alternate's going to let that happen necessarily though, as trying to see who is over towards long A that's actually pushing them back. They do have the spot on that, but right now, Alternate just going to be happy with keeping the guns and not allowing Na'Vi to pick up this round. Even Senya still sticking around though towards CT spawn. Looks like he might go down though, as he ends up getting picked off. So Alternate, great start so far. You have 3 kills on Solok, you have 2 on Asmo. And obviously it's only the second round, but as you can see, we already have kind of a spread coming in.
I'm excuse me, I've got to say one thing for Team Alternate. I like the way they're pulling Na'Vi in every direction they want them to go. It's, you know, they'll fake out mid, they'll kind of fake the B tunnels, and then push long. They're happy kind of committing like that, and I really like seeing it. It's going to be a little bit of a different kind of situation once we see weapons beside Na'Vi, but still, it's a good way to keep things off. We do see a bit of a double stack down long. Not going to get those double nades through, allowing Rack to take down Zeus. We'll be looking towards the other member, which is Starix. They're just duking it out with that pistol, trying to do any sort of work he can. That nade could be the death of him, however. Does connect, but not to the extent he would have wanted. But look at that, already bringing the attention of Na'Vi towards A. One player pushing out those B tunnels, which is Senya. He could get around the back if he's quick enough. But still, the flashes are going over down by long, and I've got to say it, Team Alternate have got the running shoes on. They're not allowing that rotate round the back to catch up with them. So Asmo going to be leading that charge. But look at Kabak and laying and wait. Felix has found C's. The push is now coming across, spraying straight down with that Bison. Doesn't get the connection he wanted exactly, but he did take down one. But still, Asmo pushing forward. Starix taking a stand. He's taken down a good couple of members, and HP was getting a little bit low there. So Crystal punishes him for that. And now just Senya stands. He's got Crystal down. He's got Asmo down to 1 HP here. He can do this. The man who went on such a long walk has actually got a solid chance here, but oh, that could be the undoing of him, giving Asmo a chance here. Going to be going right around the back of him. 1v1, 35 seconds. He's going to be pushing in on this. Oh my word, Asmo's still alive on 1 HP somehow. This is the closest situation I've seen in such a long time. Senya just dancing between the boxes. He's got better health. That nade could be the undoing, and oh my word, Asmo gets away. 20 seconds left on the board. He's going to go for that cross. Smoke needs to go down immediately. 1 HP, and Senya catches a glimpse, but doesn't get the shot off. Asmo has gotten away with this. I don't know how he's doing it on 1 HP, but the bomb is going down at B, and he's just about giving him a chance to get set up here to fend off the Wolves, which is Senya just getting up that B ramp. It's all about that positioning and timing right now. Senya going to be working around the box, looking for that pixel out of place, and he's found him eventually. It took him some time. He's going to get the defuse, 3 in the bag as well, and Na'Vi turn it early.
And that was on an eco round right there. That was a fantastic job of them. The only person that really had a gun was Kabak, and he was able to pick up at least 1 kill before he died, and able to soften them up on top of that. And just that little stall that Starix did on platform made it so the bomb couldn't get down. It allowed Senya to really flank and get in there, and in the end, picking up that round. So fantastic job of them to turn that. But we will have a full buyout coming in for both teams here, and equipment value. I still love that little meter you do see it towards the top side of your screen, as we do have AWP missing down middle. A lot of flashes coming in towards long A here. Zeus spamming down Felix. Gets one. Looks like he's trying to back away, but will he be able to? And it looks like he is going to be able to get away here, but will he be able to pick up anything else? He gets another on Asmo right here, while the rest of Na'Vi is already rotating over towards this A site. Sulik does have this bomb over in pit currently. And Starks even taking down Rack right there. So Na'Vi picking them apart 1 by 1. And Crystal and Sulik, it's all on their hands here if they want to be able to turn this round in their favor. But right now, Na'Vi, they're pretty much set up over at this A site. However, they're not even looking towards long A as Crystal pushes off Sulik, getting the flank here. And he's going to get taken down, but Crystal getting a nice shot as he picks that one up. He does have the AWP and still in hand right now as he gets taken down by Zeus. So Zeus picking up 3 kills considering he was pushed up so far towards long A. And he tried to run away and had his team to support him, able to turn that into 3 kills and a round again for Na'Vi.
So it's all even here. They certainly are not allowing Alternate to start running away with this one. They've stopped them in their tracks. They've forced Team Alternate back onto just pistols. Money situation around that, well, 2.2, 2.1 marker, so certainly not worth investing in just yet. And obviously in the next round they'll try and do some work, but still, you've got the likes of Crystal with the pistol. He's not quite Forrest, but he's still very much up there. Very talented player with it. And it seems like they're going to be doing the usual kind of thing, getting themselves down towards that middle double doors, and just going to be trying to work a pick, possibly. Senya has pushed up by long. Asmo catching a glimpse there, does manage to find out where he is, but the bullets are landing for Na'Vi at the moment. 3 frags in a row, not losing a single player, and C's mops up the remains, picking up 3. And that was a very comfortable round for Na'Vi, but now Team Alternate need to bring something back out.
So we talked about this before the match actually started, where Na'Vi shows up, they really show up and can really throw some teams off, or catch them off guard if they're not prepared for it. And right now, it seems like Na'Vi has shown up today, and what a perfect time to do it in Group D, in the last opportunity for any team to qualify into these offline playoffs to join the already 6 qualified currently towards the end of the month. Right now, Na'Vi up 3-2 after they lost the first 2 rounds. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going, as we do have Alternate creeping up around towards the middle a little bit here. And it's not too much action coming down at B, really. It's been mostly around this A site, but Starks push up on a catwalk. That nade gonna connect to Solik, gets him down to 52 HP, and Starks even peeking down towards that tunnel. The nade gonna come in, gonna get a little bit more damage on a Solik, so he's already softened up quite well here. But no kills coming in just yet for either team, as Ultimate, they are grouping up middle. And you do have Asmo peeking towards long A, but Stark's gonna peek out towards the double doors. He's gonna spot Asmo, gets the kill onto him. That's one down now. And Crystal, the last man standing over towards long A, with Senya pushing him currently. This could be another kill, but Crystal ends up picking that one off, so now it's all even up at 4-4 here, while the rest of Alternate are gonna start pushing onto Catwalk. And Skibakken, he's gonna have to rotate momentarily here, as no one is over at that B site. And here it finally comes that push into the A site. And we already see kills being traded here left and right. Zeus picking up 2 more right there. That's 3 for him this round. Looking for another towards long A. Crystal will he get the shot off? He misses, but can Zeus pick up the kill? Can anyone get it? And C's ends up cleaning that up. 3 kills yet again for Zeus. 2 rounds in a... Actually, no. 2 rounds out of the 6 so far. Fantastic job by them.
Yeah, and that was that really awkward situation when no one could land that shot. It was like, yeah. Can just kill me already, please. Anyway, scoreline currently 4-2. This is looking like Na'Vi are well prepared for this one. And I've got to say, Team Alternate just don't seem to be able to make that penetration that they need to towards these sites. And at the moment, we're going to have to see if they can get it going. And, well, Solik certainly can. He's picked up 1, but Zeus finally stopping them in their tracks, picking up 3. Solik once again coming in, though. So at least his pistol's turned on today. Not going to be shooting blanks. Felix finding seized. And now just Solik alive, though. In a 1v2, this is possible. If he can get a gun in his hands, he might be able to do something here. But I do believe Kabakken's already caught on to where he is. Doesn't know he's going to be making it 3 easily. So Kabakken, play it carefully. Stark's coming right around the back. They've pincered him in here. He's now just limited to those B tunnels. Going to peer out again. Starks is there. They may have lost 3 players, but then again, Zeus did pick up 3 individually of the opposition. So, Na'Vi 5-2.
And Alternate on that Eco round made it a little bit expensive for Na'Vi, but considering they've won the last 5 rounds straight, don't really think they're hurting on money too much here. And I can't believe Zeus, 3 triple kills so far in this game, and we're only 7 rounds in. Just ridiculous out of him. He's definitely doing extremely well over towards long A, but can Alternate respond? Can they shut him down? As you can see, from the get-go, they were pulling Na'Vi in different directions, but right now, they're seeming to let Na'Vi control the pace of this game with their flashes, with their smokes, and Alternate going to be rotating, it looks like, a little bit over towards B. Maybe push out double doors, because that worked for him in the first round. I might be able to pincer in Kabakken here, but we do have 2 people from Na'Vi actually peeking in through CT side. We see Felix pick up a kill on Kabakken, and C's even going to go down. Now Zeus in trouble. They get 3 kills right now, and with that smoke, with that push towards B, they're going to be able to get the bomb down, and hopefully for them, another round on the board. And it looks like currently with Na'Vi backing away towards long A, backing away towards A plat, they're just going to save these guns. That was a great little bit of like a push down middle. I mean, it's kind of all of a sudden, smoke was in the right position. They just waited for them to walk through the smoke, picked them up 1 by 1.
Yeah, that was really well executed by Team Alternate then. Those smokes were spot on, just completely and utterly, you know, making the remaining, I can't say words. Remaining, there we go. Members just completely cut off from the rest, so they could focus on the 2 players that they picked up initially, and it was just clean sailing towards B. So Starks and Senya will manage to stay alive this time around, but still, that was really nicely done.
See if they can do it again, though. I'm wondering if Na'Vi will be able to stop it this time, if they do go for that mid-push another time.
Well, we might see them not being so invested to challenge immediately through the double doors, may play a little bit more passively and just hold the pushes rather than trying to check it straight up. So, anyway, 5-3. Team Alternate getting 1 back now. But then again, Na'Vi still on a buy. They're not feeling the pinch of money just yet. Nade's coming out long. Asmo will receive. There you go. Senya's nade does connect very nicely towards him. So now just a 4v5, but I've got to say it. Na'Vi looks set up and comfortable here. Smoke going down for Rack, trying to get that peek out. He's used that really nicely there, actually finding to take Starix down to 41 HP. Now, let's see if Na'Vi can hold on to that mid-push if they do go for it again. I believe Felix and Solik both there. No one committing just yet. You can see a slight push-up from these guys by long. I think that would actually be Senya. Nice little Molotov going down. Doesn't connect, but it keeps them at bay. I'm just going to wait for that first move to be made. Senya getting a little bit edgy here. Going to be walking straight into the eyes of Crystal. He has actually taken out Crystal. Rack does finally reply, but That's a little bit of a worrying situation. We've got two players' eyes trained towards it. You can see the rest of Na'Vi immediately rotating around towards that A site. Sees Zeus and Starix all there. Rak has picked up the AWP, but Starix shows him how to use it. Takes him down from long. Now just two stand. Felix and Solik in a 2v4. Sees looking to try and take it to a 2v1, or a 3v1, excuse me, as the exchange going down. But Solik still alive and kicking, but not with Zeus on the prowl. 2 frags for him this round. Not the 3 he had before, but still gets the job done. Scoreline 6-3.
And speaking of him, let's take a look at the scoreboard as Zeus 11-5 so far in this game. You see Senya following up with 6-6 score as well as Seized. And over on alternate side, Solik 7-6, Asmo 4-6, and that kind of shows that they've been unable to really get these kills that they need to get into a couple of these sites. And Starix getting the better Crystal again right there. Able to take him down in alternate. They actually lost bomb there too. But I don't think Starix saw that. And also just seem to be struggling here left and right. I mean, they worked middle, 2 rounds ago, picked up a round for themselves, but they kind of stalled since then. They haven't gone for it a second time, and the way they're positioned, they're looking to hit B here, but they're going to be hitting it through tunnels right now. And I believe Kabakan is already in that B site currently. That smoke should be fading away fairly soon, I would imagine. As it looks like Rak's actually working middle on top of that. And here comes the push finally out, alternate in towards this B side. Nice smoke, nice flash coming out. Kubakin on that platform gets taken down by Solik right there, but not before he respawns with 1 kill on a Felix. And the rest of Na'Vi going to be flanking in towards this B side, but alternate, they haven't given up just yet. They pick up 2 more kills here. Rak coming out of middle, picks up a second one right there, and that delayed push out of him was able to get quite a few kills. He's even looking for another one onto Senya, but it's a 2-on-1 situation. Bomb will be planted momentarily here, and Senya with 72 HP with that M4. Looking to take down the last 2 remaining members of alternate, and the last 2 remaining ones have all the kills right now for alternate. And he's working these double doors here, but Rak and Solik being very calm, just waiting it out, knowing they have that man advantage. And Senya just can't seem to find it anywhere, so just gonna back away, save his gun, and I gotta say, Rak right there, I mean, he's been quiet throughout most of the game, but that flank he pulled through middle just worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah, when they get that execution right, Team Alternate are great, but it seems to be so hit and miss whether or not they get that opener and then they can push through, if you know what I mean? Like, I find it very hard to predict how they're going to do it because it comes down to that little 1v1 exchange, whether who actually connects that shot.
And I've been noticing is that they've been changing up their attack timing. If you look at it, Kabakan didn't have any flashes or smokes left in that B site, so he wasn't able to hold on to it. Then they hit it, and were able to take it.
Yeah, and interesting pick up there from, I believe it's Senya going for that P90, but, well, who am I to judge? They are going to go for a 2-man down long in a usual kind of setup through the rest of the map right here. And we are waiting to see if that T side can get any sort of penetration. 3 men looking towards that long side, or that long section at least. But look at C's switching up a bit. Going to be trying to be challenging through the double doors. He has found Rak. Felix immediately replying back towards him. And now just Zeus to hold on to these double doors that have been so heavily contested by Team Alternate. And now looking back towards long, Crystal and Asmo would still have to take down Senya, I believe, by those double doors at long. So it might be a little bit of a hard task if they fancy it, but still. P90 might come into play very, very soon if these guys decide to hit this one up. And Crystal finds him anyway. Nice entrance there from him, so that's at least giving them a route to go down towards A. But Zeus pushing out those double doors, finding Felix in the lobby tunnels, doesn't get the shot he wanted. Kabakan surely going to finish the job for him, and he does. Bring it back to a 3v3 now, but look at Alternate immediately getting that bomb down by A. They've got the cross over and done with. And now, can they hold on to this? So that's the big question in my eyes. Crystal will be splitting down towards long. Getting that spray down with the P90, challenging out Starix with the AWP. Zeus pushing up through that ramp, through CT spawn, takes down Solik, looks for the follow-up, not going to get it. Asmo denies. And now Crystal avoiding that flash, comes back in onto Starix as just Kabakan stands in a 1v2. He's got Asmo to take down and Crystal by long with an AWP. This is almost an impossible situation. And Asmo knows the time is ticking. It's in his favor. He's going to back away and make it such hard work for Kabakan. And it's almost impossible, and it certainly is now. Asmo will claim the last kill there and bring Alternate back into at least a respectable scoreline.
Yeah, they've picked up the last 2 rounds very solidly right now, and they definitely seem to be stepping up after their falter of about 5 rounds in a row. And gotta give them credit for that one, but can they keep this momentum going? Can they keep this pace up? Because that's what they need to do, is pick up every single round they possibly can right now. And Take a look at the scoreboard real quick. Solid 9-7, so scores have changed a little bit here, but Asma still 6-7. We see Crystal get a nice shot through that door right there. Autostarks gets the kill and looking for Senya, gets that as well. And that is 2 kills down towards Long A. Felix even picking up a kill in middle. Obviously, it's an eco around here, so it's not a big deal, but it's got to be a big confidence booster, though, if you peek out Long A, pick up 2 kills like that. And see, he's last man standing, but who knows for how long. Might be able to spot Felix here as he's sitting on 8 HP. He's going to check through the smoke here. Just randomly sprays through it, gets it. He's going to have a gun now. But is he going to be able to save it here? That's the real question. Solix says no, picks him up, and we have a tied-up game here. Yeah,
the importance of that round, in my eyes, is the fact that Alternate will be able to bring it back all even now. And they've been needing that. They've been kind of playing catch-up since those that initial switch around of the early pistol kind of turnaround when they should have got all 3, but they only got 2 because Na'Vi obviously early invested. Well, they didn't even invest. They just won the round, which was kind of insane. But anyway, 6-6. Let's see if Alternate can keep this up. And, well, if they keep doing it like that, they certainly can. Asmo's found Senya down by Long. Starks onto Solic, though, so it's still a 4v4. He's looking for that way through, but not going to get it too easily. Moby Tunnels seems to be where at least the T-side are looking towards, and Kabakam was out of position, so they could have pushed in. They didn't go for it, but they've drawed him back at least. So Asmo and Felix only really have Starix to worry about at the moment. But look at that, Zeus right around the corner. Asmo's picked him up as well. That's 2 in the bag for him. But let's see if Starix can stop it now. 4v3, he needs to get this one to even it all up. Felix steps away, keeping eyes through. Ooh, stunning shot coming in from Felix there. And this is slow but methodically done. This is well executed stuff. 4v2 now, Seized and Kabakam, the last 2 standing. And, well, it's all on Kabakam right now. He's going to be pushing in. He does get the tag. Not going to even get close to taking him down, though. Rack left on 9 HP. Asmo 73 and just Seized to do all the work. I don't think this is going to happen. I think it's going to be finally Team Alternate taking back that lead. The first time since those first 2 pistol rounds. And, well, they needed that. Very well executed on every single angle. All the 1v1s exchanging in their favor. And credit to them where it's due. They really worked it out. So, question is, can Seized hold on to this weapon? He's got 3 members now very, very close to him. Crystal will leap around and actually does get taken down. Felix not too far away. I think Seized is well aware of that. Going to be trying to fight his way out of this. Bomb just about to go off. He's taken down Rack, but he gets eliminated eventually by Felix. But there we have it. Finally, Team Alternate back in the driving seat.
It took them about 5 to 6 rounds, but they finally seem to have figured out how Na'Vi are playing and have been able to counter here with, I think it's like 4 rounds straight they've been able to pick up, or maybe, yeah, 4 rounds straight. And they've been doing a fantastic job here. And if they can pick up, this next one, maybe even another one on top of that, go 9-6 in this first half, they'd be definitely happy to go on that CT side with that kind of score. As he's pushing up middle right now, but Sulk's going to spot this here, so it's going to be an eco run, but Seized gets the kill onto him, so they do have 1 gun down, but they're not able to get to it just yet as they're pushing towards Long A as Asmo picks up the kill onto Senya. Starks responds with a kill back onto him, but Rack finally picks up Starks right there, and now Zeus. What a shot on a Rack right there as he's falling into pit, and again on an eco round. They have 3 people alive against the 2. Well, now it's a 2-on-2 against Alternate. And Na'Vi haven't been able to pick up guns, but Kabakam, he's making his way towards Catwalk. He wants to be able to get a gun here, and he might be able to get it because the rest of Alternate are over towards Long A. And if Na'Vi can pull this round back, 2 eco rounds on him, this would be phenomenal for him. Kabakam finally has an AK in hand. Flash gonna go out, just gonna stop them for just a split second. 50 seconds remaining here. Can Kabakam get any kills as we've seen a lot of damage being traded here. Seized down to 33 HP. Crystal down to 28 as well. And see, he's already managed to pick up 1 kill. Can he get a second, though? He's going to be attacking Felix. He gets the kill onto him, and now it's all in the hands of Crystal. He's on 28 HP with this AK. He has an AK to worry about and a pistol to worry about, and let's see if he can pull anything off. He gets a kill to Kabakam, so that's the AK down. Can he get the kill onto the last man standing onto Seized, who only has that P250? Yes, he does. And Alternate barely closed that round out.
That must be a sigh of relief throughout the entire Team Alternate. That round was so well executed. And even there was like some insane shots, even Rack was like, wow, that was pretty damn good. Holy hell. But yeah, 6-8 is the scoreline. Team Alternate starting to build up a lead here. They are on the CT side, the T side, bear in mind, but still, they're certainly kind of working out what Na'Vi were doing to counter them and found their comfort zone here. So let's have a look at what they're going for first of all. We have a 3-2 split, but Senya and Zeus getting quite aggressive down those double doors at Long. Rack still spamming through double. Not going to be getting anything though. Only C's tagged up at the moment. Felix and Solak are looking towards short. Rack will be joining them, so taking the time here, but Senya's kind of aggressive presence could catch Asmo off guard down long if they do decide to push in. I'll wait and see what that breaking point will be. 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the board. Still a lot of time to go with. Smoke's now being put down mid. Flash is coming in as well. Cease is going to be pushing through that smoke. He's caught a glimpse of Crystal's leg, and that's enough for him. He takes the head off his shoulders, and Senya's aggressive push did take down Rack, but Asmo was switched on. Starks, in the meantime, finding Felix brings a huge advantage to the CT side. Zeus takes it even further as now just Solak standing in a 1v4. He's pinned to the ground by Zeus, and there we go. 7-8 on the half. Very, very close game here.
And Alternate having such a strong start, picking up those first 2 rounds, Na'Vi were able to turn that around on number 3. But in the end, just like you're saying, 8-7 scoreline for Alternate. They have the lead going into the second half, but can they maintain it here on the CT side? And obviously on Dust 2, Terrace have a little bit more of an advantage, or a little bit better percentage when it comes to who wins the rounds or who wins the pistol rounds. And it looks like we're going to be starting up here in just a second, but
also, quick little update as we are on the half. Current scoreline in the other game, End Faculty up 2 rounds against Western Wolves, so 9-7 at the moment.
Wow.
So very close games all over the shot right now. So if you aren't watching this one, or if you're want to check out the other game, make sure you check out Semler's stream. We know he's going to be doing it at the same time. But right here, this is 2 giants going head-to-head, and Na'Vi, one of the favorites, is actually down around here. So take us into this round, because if Alternate pick this up, there's a huge bit of momentum to be gained.
And I can guarantee on that 3rd round, they're definitely playing a little bit more cautious and not trying to lose that one. But fantastic start for them right here. And like we were saying before, this is a double elimination. So if you lose this first one, then you still have another chance to get back in this. But if you win this, you have 2 chances to get into the group stage, or into the playoffs coming up towards the end of October. But Na'Vi working towards the middle right now. Looks like that might be exactly where they want to hit. They still have a smoke available and a decoy or and a flash, but they're gonna push up on the catwalk. Wow, C's getting the nice shot on Asmo, but that's gonna peek around the corner. He's gonna be out of ammo here momentarily, but he gets a kill with them at least, and Zeus picks that one up. And now Na'Vi gonna gain control of catwalk here, of this A side, and Senya going big in lower B right there, picking up those 2 kills. And Na'Vi pretty much almost guaranteed to pick up this round as Rack, the last man standing, gonna flip around, not gonna get the kill, and we're gonna be all tied up yet again at 8-8.
This game is truly heating up, as you said, 8-8, and well, that's the advantage that Na'Vi now have. They should get the next 2 rounds. So in theory, 10-8. But we saw an early switch before. There's nothing saying that Team Alternate cannot do it again, or Elite that they can't do it, as it was Na'Vi who executed it last time. But 3-man stack down long could actually manage to pick up some kills, and they're doing that right now. Solak does take down Zeus, but Senya quickly on the trigger takes him out. But you see Na'Vi still trying to find their way through. Alternate, dug in deep. Crystal just weighing that out. And Felix only on 3 HP. He's going to be the one to receive that nade and get taken down quite quickly. As Cease is kind of battling out with Rack here in mid. It's eventually gone his way. He's taken out Rack, but look at this Crystal, perfect positioning, but he got the drop on 1. Not going to happen the second time. Senya will claim that. And there we go, 9-8 as we'd expect.
This game very close right now. I actually can't see the screen of what the current score is in the other game. Can you see that?
Nope.
Okay, well, we both can't see it, but either way, very close games on both sides in both these games right now, and Na'Vi looking to close out their last gun round here, or the advantage they have against an ecoed up alternate. So we're looking at potentially a 10-8 scoreline right now, but still a very close game right now. As Crystal gonna be watching catwalk yet again. Senate gonna see alternate pushed up into B, into these tunnels, but not able to pick up the kill just yet. As Kavakan watching towards any sort of push coming out of long A here. And it looks like Solak maybe might go for that. And Na'Vi have 2 men, well, 3 men in middle. It looks like they actually wanted to push out middle potentially right there as Zeus pushed up on the catwalk now. Gonna be coming in towards this A site. They obviously do have this gun advantage. But if Alternate can pick up a couple of kills and get a gun or 2 in hand, they can easily turn this one around. But all 5 members of Na'Vi pushing up catwalk, just walking in, not even bothering with flashes and smokes. Asmo gonna spot Zeus right there, gets him down very low, but Zeus picks up the kill, sees gets Crystal. And that means Na'Vi gonna get the bomb down over towards this A site. And Zeus sitting on 13 HP right now. C's sitting on 13 HP. It's still a very real possibility that Alternate can pull this one off. But they need that kill. They need that first one to really push in. And Zeus gets the shot onto Felix, down towards CT spawn, and it looks like the rest of Ultimate just going to back away here. Or maybe even Solik going to try to pick up a kill before he does back, but in the end, Starks gets that one, and last man standing, Rack looking over towards middle, trying to get a kill on maybe Kabakin right here. He's going to get the kill on. Oh, he's not! Kabakin going to do a 180 and pick him up. So Na'Vi now 10-8 scoreline. Even Rack was like, that was a good shot in chat.
Well, if they need this turning point now, there's no two ways about it. I really like that gut knife as well when it's that fadey cool color. Anyway, eyes on the game. Let's check in with the scoreboard. And Zeus, we saw him getting damn good results earlier on, but 20-11. He's still not done. He's looking hungry for more. And we are seeing Alternate now with 2 rounds to catch up on, but they do have the guns beside them this time around. So a little bit more of a chance if it's going to be happening. There we go. Crystal pushing out on short, finding Seized. That's the start they wanted. A little bit of a different attack from the Orpo there, but that's why we like Crystal with that gun. He's so adaptive. And this time it seems though it's Na'Vi looking through those double doors in mid. No real connections yet, but look at Crystal again. Quickly on that trigger finger, does find Kabak, and now Starix has to get into gear. He's got to shut this man down. Zeus is making his way up short, so he could connect onto Solik, and he does. That's at least alleviated some pressure from A. The vast majority of Alternate now remaining are by B, so they could make a push of it. Even though Asmo is still in that pit down long, there's still a viable chance here. I think they're going to take it. And, well, the bomb will be going down shortly. Passed over to Senya. Let's see if they're well aware of where Asmo is. I don't think they are, but they might be in a moment. He's got a bit of a drop on them. Let's see if he can get this one down. Bit of a cover coming in, at least. So, AWP work from Starix. Going to be keeping them at bay. Needs flashes coming up. Senya looking to get that bomb down as soon as possible, but has to be careful not to allow Asmo to take him down. And there we go, bomb is down. Now Starix can go for a little bit of a peek. They are a man disadvantaged at least, so you've got to be a bit careful, but Starix doing that brings it back all even. Stunning shot going out towards long. Crystal watching the rotate though does just the same to Zeus. Now Alternate need to get that push on. They're looking towards that A site. Senya still there. Starix still there. Rack looking to make the shot count, but it's Felix pushing forward. Gets met by Starix. Rack finally takes him down, but Senya in a 1v1 up against Crystal with 8 HP. Crystal, can you go huge? Not today. Senya takes the crown, picks up 2. Defends the site and gives Na'Vi the first gun round in the second half and takes the scoreline to 11-8.
Wow, this game is really starting to get out of hand for Na'Vi right here. That obviously was the first gun round of the CT side for Alternate, but being able to pick up 4 right there, and unfortunately not able to win the round, isn't a bad sign in the end. But here we go. They're going to be ecoing up yet again. Going to be sending 3 towards long A. They don't have any grenades in hand, so it looks like they're just trying to stack that up, maybe pick up a kill or 2, as we have the last 2 of Alternate pushing into B tunnels, but Senya already there to pick up those 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Bomb's already on the way over there, as the rest of Ultimate pushing out long A and getting killed at long A by Kabukin. And Crystal, last man standing here on Catwalk, going to be pushing out middle momentarily. And not much damage dealt to the lineup of Na'Vi right now, as, wow, he's spamming through the smoke. Ends up picking up the last kill, so now 12-8 scoreline here. Na'Vi 4 rounds away from closing this one out.
They are indeed, and I've got to say it, Team Alternate needs to start being able to challenge these guys and knock them down, because even though when Na'Vi had, a disadvantage, they always feel as though they're in the better position. It's so hard to break them down, but let's see what they've got going on this time. Bit of a 3-2 split, 2 down towards 8, 3 down the B tunnels. Pretty good drop towards lower and try and work out mid, but it's Crystal to find Starix first of all. So that's 1 player eliminated from that long section by A. And now let's see if the T-side can work something back here though. Crystal being the gatekeeper of the double doors at mid. Trying to find another connection. Zeus will be peering through. Crystal will not miss a shot like that. Connects it perfectly. Kabaka, though, does have an AWP himself as well. We're looking to find it. We do still see a couple of players from the CT side keeping this one under wraps. Felix there dropping those flashes off the wall. Going to be... Ooh, he was tempted to peek out. Glad he didn't. Kabaka would have absolutely smashed him if he did. So, here we go. Seized is making his push. Does find Crystal. Now, 3v4. At least they're working it back. 2 CT members per site now. Mid completely unguarded. He's looking to make something out of that, but Kabakan is focusing on the A site, so getting his foot towards getting the bomb down. Solik, and I believe it's going to be Asmo, still by long A, so you can see that's exactly as to why Seized is splitting off, trying to get around the back of them. The bomb will surely be going down now. Senya's made his presence known, but still, no contest here. Bomb down. Team Alternate, you've got a long way to go to get back in this round. And as I said, even though Na'Vi are a player down, they just get into the better positions here. And let's see if they can keep hold of them, because at the moment they're in an off-plant situation and they've got every single position pretty much covered. Senyo watching that mid kind of push up from the CT spawn. He just catches a glimpse of Felix. It's enough. He takes his head off his shoulders. Sees now needs to get in towards long because his team are now in trouble. Asmo and Rak are doing the damage. Finally takes out Solic, but Sees now the last man standing in a 1v2. Nade goes up and over. Oh my word, Rak will connect the shot. The nade doesn't land. And Team Alternate keep hope just about alive.
Wow, what a play out of them. I mean, they waited so long to finally go in for that push, but when they did, were able to take it with force right there, even with the great shooting coming out of Senya. Na'Vi not hurting on money too much, able to buy up yet again here. But can Crystal open it up again? I mean, we saw him pick up the first kill of the last round with that snipe over towards long A, but it looks like Na'Vi not going to get in position for that to happen yet again here. But they're playing really passive over towards A, as you can see. I mean, Kabakin, he's been sitting outside double doors pretty much the last 3-4 rounds in a row, just waiting for someone to push up from Alternate. And Starks looking down towards middle, gets the shot on a Crystal right there. And that opens up middle to be pushed down, as we do have 4 members of Na'Vi still there. But it looks like they're actually going to go catwalk here. And this is very reminiscent of last round, with Alternate having 2 in B, 2 in long A. And Kabakin still sitting outside long here, trying to keep his presence known. But Na'Vi going to be able to take the A site right now. And going to be able to get the bomb down momentarily. And that smoke coming out, I mean, it prevents them from being able to see down towards the platform as well. Such a good placement of that. But as I'm going to start working up towards platform here, we do see Rak pick up a kill on a Zeus, though. That was over on Catwalk. Felix going to be pushing up from CT spawn. It's taken down by Seas, just jumps up right on top of him, gets the kill. And Seas gets another, but we see Starks pick up a kill on a Solic right there. Also, do pick up 2 in the hands of Rak, but he's got to push in. He's in a 1v2 situation here. He's going to go down. Seas picking up another 3 for him on the round. And Na'Vi, 1 step closer to winning their first match of the day.
Yeah, and this is what they need to do. In dangerous times like this, when Team Alternate, can cause upsets, they just need to stay, true to their own way of playing. They're not, overly adapting. And Team Alternate just being locked out. They're playing so passively. Like, they're leaving those 2 players down by long who are completely locked out of this most of the time. So Asmo hasn't really been able to shine in my eyes yet on the CT half, but personal preference, and all CT side now do only have those pistols, as the money situation has spiraled away from them. Asmo on the end of receiving a nade, they're down by long. Zeus and Starix in mid, trying to keep eyes across, though no real easy shots to be made. But look at Rak pushing out towards those B tunnels. He does get a good shot towards Senya, who's going to have to back away here. Let's see if Senya's going to go back for more, though. He's looking hungry. He's going to spot down Felix. Will he expect Rak to be there, however? Sees is the first man to go exploring. He's going to walk straight past. The shots come in. They don't connect. C spins around, takes him out. That's 2 eliminated from B. Crystal now, pretty much the A Guardian, gets smashed to the ground by Zeus. And Solic and Asmo, last 2 standing. And I don't think for long. There we go. Starix and Zeus will claim them. And I've got to say it, Na'Vi are looking good for this one.
Yeah, now 2 rounds away from closing this one out, and we're going to have a gun run come out of Alternate, but if they're going to get any rounds, they need to make it happen right now, and with them picking up a FAMAS, looks like they're trying to buy up anything they possibly can to stop the train that is Na'Vi right now on this terrorist side.
Choo-choo. Yep, I just went there.
And it looks like, again, just playing passive for Alternate to push up, but Alternate haven't been doing that recently. And Na'Vi, they've been working middle quite a bit with these flashes, with these grenades, and they've been really drawing a lot of attention from Alternate there, and that's why you see Alternate back out 2 to B, just to kind of watch it from that window room. But I realize how close they are to victory here, and just being very cautious. But we do have the bomb down at T-spawn. Looks like someone's running back to pick that one up, and they're going to go for a push, looks like on this A side. Solic only has that pistol, but does have a defuse kit at least. And instead of going towards Catwalk, looks like actually going to be pushing out middle here. 45 seconds left on the clock. Smokes him out, flashes him out. Sees going to spot Rak right there, picks up the kill onto him. Sees Crystal, or actually he saw Crystal for a little bit right there, span through the doors. Crystal going to get a shot at Kabakin, does take him down, but can he get a second one here? Looking towards window, he doesn't get it though. Sees picks that one up, and bomb will be planted here in just a second into this B site. And we have a 4-on-3 in favor of Na'Vi right now. And we actually do have, I think that's Zeus in middle, watching the cross coming in from Alternate. But will able to pick up any kills here. He does pick up one, but not enough. In the end, as Sulk picks up a kill, as we'll get a nice shot onto C's over towards window. And that has opened things up for Ultra to be able to pick this round up. Starks, 38 HP in the back of sight. That Molotov coming in is going to be perfect for him. Going to push him out of that position as Senya does see Sulk pushing in, as we do see Starks go down to that incendiary grenade. And Sulk cleaning it up yet again. 3 kills for him. And Alternate coming out big, getting around and saving their chances here in this first game.
That was an absolutely insane Molotov to have to hand. Solid going big in that last round as well. 3 for him. Let's check in with the scoreboard as Crystal still at the top. Solak doing quite nicely for himself, 15 to 18. But I've got to say it, all eyes on Zeus and C's. These two, 25 and 24. Insane play. 14 to 10 right now. As you mentioned, Team Alternate need to keep turning this one. Currently, in my eyes, it's all about the retakes for them. They're barely being able to challenge immediately, and we're seeing it again here. Starks finding Crystal straight away, and that's going to eliminate that AWP play that's been so dominant around mid just last round. I think Sonic's going to be picking that one up, trying to get away with that. Let's see if they're going to go hit mid or short now that they know that that AWP player is down. They are looking towards short at least. It will be Solak who picked that one up to be receiving. Just spotting out Zeus there. Doesn't land the shot through the boxes, but they faked it out. They've done throw those flashes over. They're not committing here. They're going to back away. Where are they looking towards now? Kabakan down long. The rest of the guys through those double doors and taking their time. There's no need to rush it, I guess. 55 seconds. If you're confident in your execution, take as long as you want. Right now, they can just only hope they can take down Asmo, who's going to be the one man in their way of pushing down long. He's going to be taking on 3 players. He's got Starix down. He's actually taking to go back and first. Now the 2 more coming flooding forward. It's Zeus to be the next possible target. Solic's come and helping him out. Actually, Solic gets picked up by Starix, but Asmo did his job perfectly then. Bring it back to a 3v3. And the bomb is gone down. Starix will not land that shot. Rack will pick that one up, make his way through mid. And now Felix has to take the side back. Senya stands in the way. He takes down one. Oh, lovely play going from Felix there, eliminating 2 remaining members of Na'Vi. Defuse will be coming in, and 14 to 11 will be that scoreline.
That spray out of him was ridiculous. Able to take both the heads off of Na'Vi right there and keep Alternate alive yet again. 14 11 scoreline, and with the way Na'Vi were playing Terra side, I didn't really think Alternate had a chance here, but they're fighting for it. They really are showing that they want it, and they have that possibility to pull this one back and pull out that victory. It's all in the hands of their team if they can pick up the kills they need. Crystal, though, has been picked off middle, I think the last 2 rounds in a row. But he hasn't been able to make a huge impact. That's all been in the hands of Felix in that last round, not to mention Asmo.
Not the team.
Wait, what?
What?
Kabakan still sitting outside long A. Still waiting for that push to come in. That doesn't seem to come anymore. And you have Na'Vi grouped up towards this A site yet again here. And Stark's going to be peeking around the corner. It looks like with that AWP, doesn't actually get the shot off onto him right there, so he's able to escape. And in the end, Na'Vi's still going to push, looks like, through Catwalk here and Zeus. He's been so fundamental in Na'Vi's success in this game alone today, just with his scoreline. He's sitting at, right now, 25 and 16. He's been making so many great entrance kills, and the way they're set up, they actually might push out towards middle here. So we've seen Alternate do this before. Crystal picks up a kill on a Zeus right there onto that catwalk, but Soa gonna look towards middle, gets taken down by Kerbakan, but can Na'Vi keep pushing out as Felix picks up 1 kill. Nade gonna come in, but will do that much damage. Actually does a decent amount to Senya as he goes down to Rack finally. And now the last 2 members of Na'Vi pushing in towards this B site with the bomb on Kerbakan. He gets the kill on a Rack, bomb's gonna go down, and Starks gets a kill on a Crystal and CT spawn. And just like that, it's all in the hands of Asmo. Can he save this round and still give Alternate a chance to win this game without an overtime? Does get naded down in middle. Gonna be pushed in, and he does have that defuse kit in hand. He's got a lot of work ahead of him here. Kabakan gonna be looking towards window, does spot him, knows Asmo's inside, and he's not sitting too pretty on HP right now, sitting at 49 health. Kabakan just trying to kite him around the box. Asmo picks up the first kill, but can he get the second? Looking down towards tunnel, bomb is taken away, not enough time to defuse it. Sarx gets the kill, and Na'Vi turn that round just completely on its head out of nowhere, and are now on match point.
Kabakan pretty much being so big there for them. Picking up 3 that round, and every single one like allowed a different route to come about. There was that one through mid, and then it was so important. So we are possibly into the last round here. If Team Alternate cannot hold on to this, the T side of Na'Vi being just a bit too strong for them at the moment. One lane's down towards that B section. Does connect towards Felix, I do believe. Not the ideal way to start things off here, but let's see if Na'Vi can execute this one as well as the last couple of rounds have been. 1 minute, 20 on the board. And we do see that midsection now being heavily contested. You can see Seas, Zeus, and Starix all looking to take on Rak, who's just steps away beyond that door. Go back and coming around as well. Flash is going up short. He knows they're there. It's all about timing now. Rak now going for it. He does take down Seas. Dances away. He's just about got away with his life. 18 HP, but can they take down Crystal now? Zeus has to look away from the flash. He's going to come back around though, dancing in between it. You can see they're so close to challenging each other, but no one wants to overly commit. No one wants to make that mistake. It's such an important round. 40 seconds now. Bomb is in the B tunnel, so they might be looking towards that B section. And there's only Felix standing here, but bear in mind, he got that important hat trick last time around. He'll need to do it again if he wants to get this one in the bag. The vast majority of his team are still by A. So Senya and Starix will be exploring their way through, trying to find that remaining player, but Felix does the work towards Senya. Starix quickly eliminates him, but Rak locking down that mid push. Could back and down this time, but Na'Vi have that B site in their hands. Bomb will need to be going down pretty damn sharpish. Zeus has picked up Rak on the way through. Crystal now just by those double doors. Oh! Starix doesn't get the shot immediately, but he will follow up with the pistol finally there, but it's down into a 2v2. Everything comes down to this. Na'Vi need this round to win this one. Zeus on site, Starix by the car, Asmo pushing straight in, using that smoke. Starix picked up Starix in the meantime, and they keep hope alive for another round, but they're going to have to go all the way to overtime if they want this one.
I think if Alternate lost that round, they would have looked back on it and been like, what happened? They had a 4-on-2 situation. They lost 2 members over towards the front side of B, but luckily, Solik and Asmo were able to turn that one around, and this game getting ever more closer. 15-12 right now, and Na'Vi still on match point. They need 1 round to close this out. And Alternate looking to pick up these last 3 to draw us into an overtime. I believe this only the second one of the group stages that we would have had, as the first one came in last week. Crystal with the AWP. Not going to get tagged up this time, but Rak did get knocked down to 54 HP. And Crystal looks like he actually is over towards long A this time. But Na'Vi grouped up in middle here. Seems to be their dedicated spot to go. Zeus picks up a kill on a Crystal right there, so Crystal's method of being pushed up on Catwalk didn't really work out. And now Na'Vi have a man advantage coming into potentially the last round here for them. But we've seen much bigger leads be squashed, as you do have over in middle. Stark still peeking down out, looking for someone Alternate to be peeking in the wrong spot, but the rest of Na'Vi going to be pushing up Catwalk here, and this is going to be a big hit. If they can take this site clean, they're looking to go into the next game of the day with a score lead. But right now, Asma picks up a kill on Zeus. He backs away down towards long A, and we have someone currently in Goose right now on platform. Asma trying to give him some protection here from long, but right now, Kabakin getting flashed out completely. Solik picks up the kill, but that's it. Asma comes up big with a kill on a Starix right there, and Na'Vi, 2 men up, are pretty much being shut down over towards this A site. But we do have 1 man flanking from middle. I don't know who that is off the top of my head, but the bomb has gone down, seized inside plat. Senya picks up 1 kill, Seas picked up another. It's all in the hands of Rak right here. Can he come out big? No, he doesn't. Na'Vi picks it up, and now they are 1 game away from going into the offline playoffs with the other 6 teams already qualified. And Pansy, what was your thoughts on that game out of both teams?
Well, Na'Vi actually looked really good there. I've got to say it. They sometimes lack that final execution, that little bit of cohesion. And I think it's this kind of same problem that Astana Dragons occasionally have. But right there, they look dangerous and they look good. Bearing in mind, that is the kind of most one-sided game they've had against Team Alternate with this lineup so far. They're improving and they looked good in that instance.
Yeah, I like how you pointed out earlier, the honeymoon period was over for Na'Vi, and they seem to be struggling quite a bit. I mean, look at their, their counterpart, I'm going to call them Astana Dragons, who did so well in the beginning. Like, they beat Na'Vi head-to-head in cut number 3. But now Astana Dragons got knocked out twice by Party Dialers right there, so they're no longer in this. And now Na'Vi I mean, luckily they're able to pick up this win, but can they continue to take this momentum into the next match? I'm not sure. Do we actually have final results on the other games so far? And we do. And what actually were those results?
Oh my word! It's 16-12 to
wow.
And Faculty. Even my brain was like, no, that's
that can't be right.
It's 16-12 to end Faculty. That's highly impressive. So congratulations to them. Pyth and RDL both getting insane scores in that one. You can see the headshot rate on these guys. It's absolutely incredible. And, well, Western Wolves look very, very quiet in this. I've got to say, it's very rare you see these guys not quite shining. SMF normally very much at the top of the scoreboard, doing brilliantly. But in that game, Pronax, RDL, Pyth, even Spitfire, Carrigan being the lowest fragger. And that's a rarity within itself. And, well, 16-12. Normally it's a one-sided map, but Faculty must have done extremely well there, I've got to say it. So on the CT side, and, well, this is unbearably awesome. Like, first half, and Faculty were CT. Looking at that, Western Wolves got 6 rounds. That's fairly decent. But then on the second half, and Faculty in the T side, they were able to pick up 6 themselves. Sorry, 7 themselves. That's impressive to be able to do that much on the T side on, obviously, Nuke. It's not exactly the easiest one in the world to pick up any sort of rounds on the T half. So this is the danger of this group, in my eyes. The fact that anyone can turn up. Faculty are extremely talented bunch of guys. But at the moment, they're looking good to go through on this one. If they've taken out Western Wolves already, that's ridiculous.
That really is. I mean, it goes back to me what you said earlier before we started. You were saying every person you talked to giving predictions of today's games, no one had the same answer across the board. And it's kind of proven it right here with just the victories you already have coming in and Faculty just out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere. I mean, they're a good team, but beating Western Wolves, who is or was, I think, the number 2 seed coming into this, as the number 2 seed at number 5. And fantastic job by them. But guys, we're going to go into a little bit of a break. Make sure if you want any more information on what's happening with these group stages, check out csgo.raidcall-ems1.com.
Oh!
Nailed it. And also you can check it out on Twitter at RaidCall EMS1 as well. We are still selling tickets for the games coming up at the end of the month here. They're at full price this time, but $12 or 12 euros for a weekend.
It's not bad. And there's free food, there's free drink, and there's awesome games to be watched. What more do you want? You know what I mean? Get down here. If you're in Cologne, if you're in Germany, check it out on the URL he just listed off because it is an awesome event. I always love it. The crowd's always really cool. You get to chill out, have a couple of beers, and it's a pretty good atmosphere. Yeah, so definitely check that out. But guys, we're going to go to a quick little bit of a break here. But when we come back, and Faculty, who just beat Western Wolves, going up against Navi, who just beat Alternate, it's going to be crazy.